Cool. So now, I was talking about the 15 feet draw earlier. Now we're talking about the 3 feet draw. This is where you have to deal with something up close and personal. This is where you don't have a lot of time or space to deal with an issue, where you have to start to create space or create time. One thing that I always emphasize is time equals life. Movement is what creates more time. Therefore, movement equals life. Okay? So, when we do these, with our original 15-foot draw, this hand was dedicated to clearing our concealment. Now we have the difficulty of something being up close right in our face. So we have to deal with that. How do we deal with that? With a simple palm strike. An eye gouge or punch coming out from your auxiliary hand. Okay? Auxiliary, primary. Okay, I'm right-handed. I don't like to say weak and dominant. I don't like to say anything like that because it's not true. Primary, auxiliary. Okay? So my auxiliary hand, I'm keeping that same fighting stance so that I have stability, so that I can move if necessary, so that I can accept oncoming force if necessary. My first motion is instead of up down like we did on the 15-foot, it's out down. My auxiliary hand comes out to strike. My primary hand gets below my shirt, so out down. Once I'm out, I come up and find my belt. Once I find my belt, I should be able to get my belly. What I'm doing is I'm doing a belly rub. Don't laugh, it's true. Out, down. Rub the belly. And then all I'm doing is once my hand has cleared my shirt, my auxiliary hand comes back to create a shield. I'm going to grab the back of my head. I'm going to point my elbow tight against my forehead. The hand on my belly is going to sweep my belt until I get to my firearm. This also tends to lean me backwards, which gives me more space, which gives me more time, which gives me more light. This also helps with retention. It moves the gun away from something that might be grabbing. So, out, down, belly, back, shield. I run my belt line till I find my firearm. Then everything functions the same as it did at 15 feet. Draw straight up, drop. And then from here, I'm going to unload force exponentially as needed. Okay? So I'll show you one more time. I'm in my stance, out, down, belly, shield, run the belt, grip, draw, drop. Okay? Once I get into this position where I have cleared my holster and I'm in a position to fire, I can also start to engage in movement because I have to assume that I'm probably going to be taking some force. My ability to take force comes from my good posture, my shield, and my ability to accept that force and redirect it and still keep my firearm on line. Okay? This also allows me to create a little distance and also allows me to get my auxiliary hand back in if necessary. I'll show you that in 1 second. So, out, down, belly and shield, run the belt, draw, present. Now, if I need to start moving backwards, I can fire, I can punch, I can fire, I can punch, I can fire. Stability of movement is the key to good movement. I know, that sounded silly, but it's true. If you don't have stability, you do not have a solid base, then you do not have good mobility. If you do not have good mobility, then you're running the risk of getting run over. If you get run over, then you're going to have a hard time, even if you have the gun, dealing with the situation that you found yourself in. So a lot of this is about stability while we move and creating solid postures so that we can maintain a rooted base and accept oncoming force, redirect it, or redirect ourselves in order to react to it, and still stay in the fight. Thank you.